So, guys, here we are, MMA UK News. Obviously, myself, Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, talking about Grapple Kings 7. Grapple Kings 7 is going to be a Saturday, the 2nd of April. Going to be in Portlaoise. All right. So, I seem to be getting that right every time I do an interview. So, Portlaoise, say Saturday, 2nd of April. Going to be Team Northern Ireland versus Team Southern Ireland. So you're going to have some of the best grapplers, just up-and-coming grapplers and obviously well-established grapplers from all over Ireland and Northern Ireland are going to be on the card that night. It's going to be headlined by Owen Livesey and Santiri Ilias. So promise to be an absolute fantastic main event on there as well. And yeah, listen, Team Northern Ireland, Team Southern Ireland. We looked at the card. Obviously, Grapple Kings keep obviously adding to the card, and the card is looking absolutely fantastic. So it's going to be an absolutely unbelievable night of grappling that people are in store for. So ticket availability, obviously go on to the Grapple Kings Facebook page. It will take you through to their ticketing, where you can purchase the tickets from. Tickets, I believe, 30 and 40 euros, depending on where you're sitting. And for those that can't make it in attendance that night, you will be able to go on to Flow Grappling and get the event through there. So you will need to get a subscription from Flow Grappling. So if you already got one, fantastic. If not, then I say make sure you do get yourselves that Flow Grappling event. As I said, it's going to be an unbelievable night of grappling. My next guest is going to be on the show that night. So Keith Jordan, Team Ryano in Kilkenny. Keith, I've heard a few things about Keith. Obviously, we've got some mutual friends, so obviously I have heard a few good things about Keith. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Keith on the night. So listen, Keith, absolute pleasure. Thanks very much for taking the time to speak to me today.
No problem at all, man. Thanks for having me on. As I say, it's great what you're doing, giving us a platform. I think it's something that jiu-jitsu guys haven't had before, and I think it's going to build for the sport and build for the event as well. So thank you, bro.
Definitely, I appreciate that. So Keith, how's your training going? Obviously, now that the last 18 months was horrible. The last 18 months, 2 years, has been an absolute nightmare. So obviously, now that we're officially allowed to be training, how's everything going for yourself in the gym?
Yeah, fantastic. As I say, I'm very consistent anyway, so consistency is never really a problem with me. So I train every week, 3 or 4 times. I travel to Team Ryano Kilkenny, about 40 minutes away. That's my home from home. And the rest of the time, then I'm either training with my own lads here in Tullow, or I travel over every now and again to Attic there to Darren. I know you had Darren on the show here a while ago. So yeah, training has been fantastic. We're down in Portlaoise there, Team Ryano Portlaoise last weekend with Kieran Braun and Evan and a few of the boys down there, getting great rounds in. And obviously, my main man for this camp is Ryan Mangan. You had him on as well. So me and Ryan have been doing a lot of training together with this. So yeah, body's feeling really good. Head's good as well. So I'm just looking forward to getting out there and performing, doing what we do.
Yeah. Grapple Kings as well. I mean, it's a fantastic event. Obviously, it's going to be the first time I'm going to be over, but as I said, anytime I've watched it previously and just the atmosphere, obviously that walk as well, when people walking down the stairs through the crowd, and do you know what I mean? That's an unbelievable atmosphere to be in.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that. Can't wait. As I say, I think that's the big thing what jiu-jitsu was missing was that stage to perform on and the perform and
So we're just having some technical issues, some Irish broadband issues. So I know obviously Keith's out and about at the moment. So so we'll try and get Keith back. So yeah, Keith says that Keith, it's going to be a great matchup. That obviously Keith's going to be in. As I said, he's up against a very, very good grappler in Matt Rennik. Again, a very evenly matched. We talked about matchups and so on. The matchup the Grapple Kings is putting on, they're very, very evenly matched. So there's no uneven matchups and things like that at all, which is great. I mean, as I said, it makes for an exciting night, really, really exciting night. So there we go. We got him back, Keith. We've got you back.
Sorry
Oh,
about that, man. If
we've
anyone's
lost his
watching and work
sound.
for air, will you hit me up with some better Wi-Fi, please? Well, can you hear me, man?
Never. I can hear
I
you
was just saying
absolutely
that if
fine now, buddy.
anyone's working for air, yeah. Cheers, sorry, bro.
So yeah, we were talking about the atmosphere. Obviously, we got cut off at the atmosphere. So just as we were talking about the walk down and so on. I mean, it's a great feeling. Anytime I've ever watched it before, it definitely looked like a fantastic event.
Yeah. As I said, I'm really looking forward to that and soaking up that atmosphere. Giving us that big stage to perform on. It's my first one, obviously, but I'm looking forward to soaking it up every bit of it, and
Yeah,
just want to get out and perform now.
yeah, definitely, definitely. And you mentioned obviously your own gym as well. Obviously, you've got your own gym, obviously close to home. So tell us a little bit about that, Keith.
Yeah, so I started Jordan Fitness here about 3 years ago, kind of as a side hustle first when I was working away, and now that's my full time gym and my business. So we run jiu-jitsu over there as well, obviously personal training, and our Ninja Cubs program, which is our kids training program. I also do schools as well, so I travel around to schools and we do like a bully program. So showing kids the fundamentals of jiu-jitsu and that, just to kind of give back to the sport as well. And for myself as a kid growing up, we'd nothing like that. I really think it's important from 5 up at least, just to have them doing the fundamentals. Just having fun with them, playing. Just they don't even realize that they're doing jiu-jitsu most of the time. We have
Yeah.
crazy games that are jiu-jitsu moves, and we just had 2 hours of that there this morning, two packed classes. So it's fantastic, like.
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. As you said, obviously, like, I'm obviously a good bit older than you, but there was nothing when I was growing up, and when I was probably when you were young, I'd have been about maybe in my 20s, and again, there was nothing even at that point for kids to do because obviously my boy's about what 24, 25-year old, and there wasn't really a lot of stuff apart from things like taekwondo. He could have done taekwondo or karate and stuff like that. So as soon as we got the chance to put him into jiu-jitsu, he was straight in.
Oh yeah, definitely. And you know yourself, like the confident building skills and the skills you develop in jiu-jitsu is unbelievable. Not only physically but mentally as well. You're so much stronger and everything. And around here, anyway, definitely, if you weren't good with a football, there was very little to do when I was growing up. It was either football or soccer, and that was it. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, two left feet, man. So that left me out. But yeah.
Definitely. And it builds confidence in kids as well. I mean, you see it as well. I mean, kids will come in and some kids will start the very first class or first few classes and they'll be very timid and shy. And then suddenly they come out their shell and they're cocky. They'll be talking back and they'll be full of confidence and stuff like that.
Definitely, as I say, a lot of kids, even the first class, they just sit down on the side of the mats and just watch away. And within a week or 2 weeks, then you're kind of trying to get them to sit down and listen. But it's great the difference to seeing them when they come in first. They're real shy, timid, and don't really want to speak or anything. Where with my classes as well, after a while, then I have them up, shown, and move in front of everyone. Repeating back what we showed them, whatever, to build that confidence in them, to put them out of their comfort zone. When they're
Yeah.
ready, obviously, But it's mad to see how quickly they progress, and the parents, the feedback from the parents as well has just been fantastic.
Yeah,
It's
no, it's
brilliant to have.
Yeah, listen, absolutely brilliant what you're doing. I love watching. We're doing the kids comp. We've got the UK BJJ Scottish kids comp tomorrow, so we're definitely looking forward. I spoke to some kids a couple of weeks ago at another comp, and I was saying, "Look, are you guys ready?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're going to come out and smash everybody." So which is absolutely brilliant. And I love that. Just a young team coming through.
Yeah, definitely. To see that in them, and you can see, especially the guys and even the girls, they have that in them that want to wrestle and play around or roll around in the mats, So they love
Yeah,
being able to let free for the rounds and that. It's
yeah,
brilliant.
no, it's brilliant to watch. Brilliant to watch. And then, what about you then? Grapple King 7 then. So, how did you find out then, Keith, that you were going to be on Grapple King 7?
So one of my head coaches, Mile Price, he actually messaged me a couple of weeks ago on a Tuesday saying that there was possibly a match up there. The before said, no hassle at all. That night, actually, then I tested positive for COVID, so I was out training for a bit. And then the following week, Miles messaged me and said, yeah, there's a match up there, under 75, Matt or whatever. I said, yeah, no hassle, doesn't matter, I'll take it. So I jumped on. I've been flat out training that for since. So as I said, yeah, one of my big goals this year after COVID is just be as active as possible. Just compete as often as possible and all. So, and it comes up now, I'm going to jump on and go for it. As I said, I'm training consistently. I'm ready all year round. So, and it all there, I'm ready for it. My weight is never really an issue either. I stay around the weight class I'm in, so there's no problems there. So I'm ready to rock.
Nice, nice. And what about, we're going to see a lot of comps coming up. We're already seeing it, like there's comps, obviously Scotland, comps down in England, Northern Ireland, and obviously Ireland as well. I mean, what's your vision for this year? I know you wanted to get in about as much as possible, but is there any kind of shows and stuff like that that you would like to get on in this year at some point?
No, in particular, no. As I say, I'm open to any and all, but like I'm focusing obviously on grappling.
Oh, so we lost Keith again. So we'll get him back. We'll get him back. As Keith obviously had a laugh there, saying obviously the Irish internet as in not being the best. So obviously I know he's out and about. So he's obviously looking for a Wi-Fi connection, which is tough. But obviously he mentioned there obviously his own gym, Jordan Fitness. So obviously doing a lot of classes there for obviously kids and adults. So kids classes and stuff like that we mentioned. I mean, these are the guys, the future stars of jiu-jitsu that we're going to see. So the future grappling stars. And it's brilliant to get in at such a young age. I mean, we see it all the time. Obviously, some of these young kids coming through. Some of these kids are like blue belts and stuff like that, and they're maybe like 16-year-old, 17-year-old, and they're absolute killers. So, which is it's great to see. Absolutely great to see. So, so yeah, we're going to see obviously a lot more from Jordan Fitness. Some of the kids coming out of there. As I say, Keith mentioned about the confidence it builds in kids as well. I mean, as the kids will come in and they'll be like shy and timid, and then suddenly after a couple of weeks, they'll be wanting to kill everybody. Or not literally kill everybody, but they'll be. We used to have a kid. He's an older guy now. Blair Hamilton. Everybody will know Blair Hamilton. So Blair, I remember meeting Blair when he was like, we started training, and he was about 11-year-old, and he just all he wanted to do was beat me up. So, and he's not changed. He's what, 19 now, 18, 19, and he's still the same. So there we go. Keith, we got you back, yeah?
So back again, as I said, if anyone's working with air, get in touch with me, please, and sort out this. I'm not even moving here, man, and I'll tape a bars. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, I'm breaking internet, maybe, yeah. But yeah, sorry, bro, sorry.
No, that's fine. So we were talking about obviously your future plans then. So obviously Grapple Kings will be your main focus. So what do you see yourself? What would you like to see yourself doing for the rest of the year?
Yeah, as I said, like no real plans, no big shows in particular, and I just want to be as active as possible. So anything at all that comes my way, I'm going to jump onto this year and just stay active. So yeah, definitely, I'm open to anything and everything.
Nice, nice. And then what about you then? So obviously final thing for you then, Keith. So obviously been in the game for obviously a little bit. So anybody that you want to shout out to. So maybe any friends, family members, teammates, anybody like that.
Yeah, so first of all, my wife, Leanne, couldn't do any of this without her. The support at home is unbelievable. She's fantastic, putting up with me, training all the time and all that, and listening to all my jiu-jitsu talk. So thanks so much. And then my three kids, Kaylee, Bobby, and Harley, fantastic little cheerleaders as well. And then obviously my team, my two head coaches, Mick Brennan and Miles Price, and all the TRK crew up in Kilkenny. And then Attic Jiu Jitsu as well in Carlow. I've been doing a good bit of training over there lately with Dan and the boys, so big shout out to them as well. Thanks so much. And anyone at all that I've shared the match with over the last couple of years, guys, thanks so much.
Oh, he's gone again. So he's gone again. So we'll try and get him on back on. Just obviously finish. We've got a couple of minutes, a minute or so left. So, but yeah, awesome team as well. Team Ryano, and it's an awesome setup that these guys have. Obviously, Team Ryano and Kilkenny is where obviously Keith spends most of his time. So, and it's an absolutely brilliant setup, obviously, all the way across Ireland, Southern and Northern Ireland. Team Ryano are definitely well represented, and they're going to be well represented on the night at Grapple Kings as well. So, um, so, so we're just waiting on Keith coming back in there. So, so yeah, Team Ryano, great team in Ireland. A lot of great teams in Ireland. So Team Ryano definitely one of them that's kind of leading the way as well. So Keith, we got you back, yeah.
Yeah, back again. Yeah, sorry, bro.
No, that's fine. So you were just thinking. I think you were talking about the attic. So we got to the attic. And then you have your own coaches as well.
Yeah, definitely. My own coach is Moyle Price, who is actually over in Germany at the minute for his own camp, and then Brennan as well. The guys are fantastic, and everyone in Team Ryano Kilkenny. Thanks so much, guys.
Definitely. And anybody that Keith's missed out, as you guys definitely know who you are. It's always a long list. I mean, if we were to sit here and rattle off a thank you to everybody we've ever trained with, we'd be here for another half hour, and things like that. So there's always too many people to thank. So, so guys, we're going to have Keith Jordan. He's gone again. We're going to have Keith Jordan, Team Ryano Kilkenny, up against Matt Rennik. It's going to be Saturday, 2nd of April. It's going to be in Portlaoise. As I said, I'm getting better at this. So Portlaoise, again, ticket availability. Make sure you get yourself onto the Facebook page, for the Grapple Kings Facebook page. Tickets 30 and 40 euros, or Flow Grappling. Make sure you do get the event on Flow Grappling if you can't make it that night. This is probably one of the top, or probably this is the top kind of grappling comp in Ireland. As I said, we got SGI in Scotland, we got Grapple Fest, you got Chaos in Northern Ireland, and then obviously Grapple Kings in Southern Ireland. So, so let's see if we get Dan back. Keith back. So Keith, you there? Yeah. Yeah. He's there. So Keith will be probably more pissed off with the internet than everybody else. So, he's off again. So, so yeah, Grapple King 7, Saturday, 2nd of April. Brilliant night of matchups going to be on. As he got Owen Livesey, Santini Elias. You got Craig Spidermop McIntosh up against Marcus Phelan. So, and then obviously the team Northern Ireland versus team Southern Ireland. So, Grapple King 7's got a lot of this stuff, everything on their page. And then obviously my own page as well. As we do post regularly about Grapple King. So anytime a fight's updated, we do try and get that on as quickly as possible. We do have a couple of interviews coming up on Monday as well, with obviously a couple of guys that are going to be on the show. So we're going to have Evan Reid, another Team Ryano guy. This guy's Evan Reid's Team Ryano in Portlaoise. So obviously he'll probably have a few words for me because I've been crucifying the Portlaoise name. so you'll probably have a few words to say to me, hopefully on Monday. And then we're going to have also on Monday Chris Jelf, Team Torres. So we managed to speak to Dylan Nooney yesterday, a Team Torres. So we're going to get speaking to Chris Jelf on Monday, 6:30. So let's try and get Keith back on. So Keith, you there? Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Here again. Guys, he's not buy tickets and tune in. It's the only way just keep.
No, that's fine. What we'll do is we're just wrapping everything up anyway. So, But listen, I'm going to be there on the 2nd of April, Keith. I fly into Dublin on the Saturday, and then obviously I'll stay overnight and then fly back out on the Sunday back to Glasgow. So I'm absolutely buzzing to see you. As I said, I've heard a lot of good things about you. Obviously, my good friend Kieran Brohan and so on. So I heard a lot of good things about you. So definitely buzzing to see you on the 2nd of April and seeing what you're going to bring, Keith.
Perfect. That's it. I'm buzzing to perform, and as I say, I'm ready to rock. Tune in, guys. So yeah, thanks so much for your time, and thanks so much for what you're doing for the sport as well. Looking forward to meeting you in person, man.
Brilliant. Perfect. Keith, thank you very much again. Enjoy the rest of your training. Stay safe, buddy, and I'll see you on the 2nd of April.
Perfect. Thanks so much. See you all then, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.